First, I want to give a shout out to the original creator of this. I did find this on Pinterest, but I am not sure who originally came up with this idea, but it is so adorable that I just had to create it. So first I got 2 packages of these golden Easter eggs from Dollar Tree. Went ahead and just started painting them with Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. This is just going to act as a base coat or a primer for before I put on any acrylic paint. So just cover up all of those eggs. I am using 12 eggs total and let that dry. Then just grab different colors of your choice, whatever color you want your eggs to be. I went with more of the natural color of actual eggs and just started dabbing that paint on. And again, I like to use a Dollar Tree cut up sponge to dab the paint on. It leaves you with no brush strokes. The coverage is so much better, and it just leaves you with this nice smooth finish. And there's those all nice and dry. Then you want to grab 2 of these wreath frames from Dollar Tree, place one of them face down. Then grab some Spanish moss from Dollar Tree. I did end up using about 2 bags just because I went a little heavy with the Spanish moss. So you just want to spread that out evenly all throughout. Go ahead and start placing those eggs wherever you want them to be. And once I had them placed down, just for some extra support, I did end up hot gluing them onto the Spanish moss as well. And once you have all those eggs glued down, just grab that second wreath wire, just place it right on top. And I'm just going to secure this with some floral wire. So I just tied the floral wire in 4 different spots of the wreath. You want to just make sure you are attaching it to both of the wreath frames so that way they are stuck together. And if you want to add some of the chicken wire ribbon all around the wreath frame as well, you could definitely do that. But I decided to not do that for this project. And then I got this kissing booth sign, also came from Dollar Tree. Just painted that with 2 coats of the Waverly chalk paint in the color plaster. Go ahead and allow that to dry. And then I did end up making these vinyl cutouts off of my Cricut machine. Just found a good placement for those. And for the spinning part of this sign, I definitely had to add an open and closed. I think that was just really cute. Or you could put how much the eggs cost or whatever you want to put in that little spinny part, whatever you want to do. But this is what I decided to do, and I think it's really cute. Then got some of these metal stars that came off of Amazon. Just painted those with some black chalk paint. Just dabbed it on using my Dollar Tree cut up sponge. Sprinkled on some ground cinnamon when that paint is still wet. Let that dry. Seal it with some Mod Podge, let that dry. Now they look nice and rusty. So I just found a good placement for those on both sides of this sign and just hot glue those right into place. And then with a different sponge and just a small amount of that black chalk paint on the sponge, I just went around the sign and just gave it a good distressing. So just lightly brushed some of that black paint all throughout the edges, did a little bit here and there. Do whatever you want. This part is obviously optional, but I like that distressed look, so I went ahead and did that. And just do it until you're satisfied with how it looks. Then grab some pipe cleaners. I just hot glued those down and also used my staple gun just for some extra support on both sides of the back of the sign. Found a good placement for that sign on my wreath. Just went ahead and poked that pipe cleaner through the inner wires of the wreath frame and just tied them as tight as they would go. But you want to just make sure before you tie them as tight as they will go, just make sure the sign is even on the front side, and then you could go ahead and tie it as tight as it'll go, just to make sure it's super secure. And there you go, guys. I think this came out absolutely adorable. I had so much fun creating this. I hope this inspires you to create your own in your own special way. If it did, please be sure to sprinkle the love. Thank you so, so much. And I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.